Hey Aries, welcome to your March monthly reading. This is Alchemist Tarot, serving tarot straight up. I had to say that slow because I knew I was going to mess it up. So I am going to be pulling energy for the overall month, then what's going on in your core sectors of money, love, career, what you might want to think about around communication zone, and then a card for each week for this month. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you are the first one to know about new videos. Also, my readings are meant for your sun, moon, or rising. So if you have Aries in one of those, this reading might resonate for you. I also recommend watching your sun, moon, and rising sign videos because that way you'll have a holistic understanding of what's going to go on for March. And again, the timing is fluid, so it could certainly be a little bit after March. All right, so let's go. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right. And if you hear any noise in the background, it's because my dogs are in here and I'm asking them, trying not to make too much noise. Okay. Aries. Well, Aries, first and foremost, happy birthday, because I know some of you are born in March, so it is your season. Brand new astrological season 2. We're going to be in the spring equinox, which is always wonderful. So, in your season, Aries, you have a lot of power, confidence. You got your mojo back. It's about time. You got Ace of Cups for overall energy. This is fabulous. Now, one thing I want to say, Aries, I really feel like not only do you feel like you're at the top of your game, but you really feel like this year and the next couple months, I would say up to the next 6 months, really feel like they're pivotal for you, okay? This is about healing, self-care, making sure that your cup is full and that you're putting yourself as a priority, Aries. And now I know that you guys usually do, but I do feel like a part of you is going to want to just jump out of the gate, Aries. But what I would tell you, there's nothing wrong with that. Pace yourself, okay? We have an entire year. And also, don't burn out, okay? So lack of burnout too. But I do see possibly that, the next 6 months are going to be very pivotal for Aries. So amazing. Ace of Cups can be a new relationship for some of you, certainly. I think for many of you, you might be reconnecting with the relationship with yourself too, because it always starts with self. So in your money zone, Knight of Swords. For a lot of you, Aries, I feel like you've come to the conclusion, instead of working harder, you want to work smarter. Knight of Swords is moving ahead with confidence, using intuition. I feel like, Aries, this is a time when it comes to your money, you've probably doing a lot of research, how to get the best interest rate, maybe refinance, negotiate debt. I feel like you've been doing a lot of groundwork and understanding how to work the system. And I don't mean that in a not illegally. I'm just saying that you're learning more how to better position yourself financially. I do feel like many of you are trying to pay down debt. I do think within the next, and I'm not saying this is your March reading, but I do feel like the energy and the stuff you're focusing on this month has a lot of weight, what will happen in the next 6 months. I do think that you're very focused on leveraging technology. You could be investing in, companies that are very focused in, obviously, tech, but environmental. You're looking at maybe, Bitcoin is another thing that keeps coming out real strong. But what I will tell you is that you can charge for it all you want, but just make sure you do the research, or that you need to partner with experts who do understand the stuff backwards and forwards to help you kind of navigate through. Money does look good. I do see you investing in something that has a lot of potential, or you do have an idea that has a lot of potential in the digital foot space that could make you some money down the road, okay? Love. Page of Pentacles. For some of you, you might be finding romance in the office place, okay? Now, if you work for yourself, Aries, you could be meeting, this could be that you're, this could be a partnership. This could be a vendor that you meet someone at. All I can tell you is that it's through work. It certainly could be. This person seems to have their stuff together, very grounded, very, comes off very stable, has a good head on their shoulders. So if you're single, this might be someone that you take a fancy to and you might take a little bit more seriously. I would say that, they're... you might look at this person and just be enamored with the outside, but then as you get to know them and listen to them speak and how intelligent they are and how, smart, and I feel like it's even gonna like deepen your attraction for this person. If you're in a relationship, Page of Pentacles, to me, I feel like a lot of you as a couple, you are kind of beautifying the home. For some of you, you're looking at ways to kind of, as a couple, how can you do things to beautify the house, to invest in something that you both are very passionate about. That's very exciting. 8 of Pentacles for career. Now, this always reminds me of when the student is ready, the teacher appears type of energy. Aries, I feel like in your career, there are going to be some things that you're going to focus on. Some of you could be reskilling yourself. The career landscape, maybe the industry that you're in, is starting to maybe shift, and you're figuring out how you can reskill yourself to be, irreplaceable. I hope that's a word. It is irreplaceable. For many of you, you've been working long nights on something. You've been dedicating personal time to get better at a skill. For some of you, you certainly could be taking a course, getting a license, focusing on getting certification on something. But I do see that potentially there could be a mentor that comes into your life and it helps you kind of get to that next level, which is very exciting. Now, in your communication zone, you got the Hanged Man. Aries, what I'll tell you is this is the month that I wouldn't rush to be the first person to say something. Not this month. I feel like you have your focus is very much on yourself and your work, and you're very laser focused on bettering yourself and growing yourself. So I would tell you that this is the month to not share a lot of those things. Keep things a little bit closer to your chest this month with the Hanged Man. Keep them guessing. That spirit keeps saying, keep them guessing. But I wouldn't, just like go to the, coffee room or just tell all your peers, your friends what you've been working on or what you're focusing on. Because I do feel like this month just nose to the grindstone. And when you start to actually achieve things and things start to progress, then people are going to be like, whoa, where did this come from? And it's like that success and recognition, it's going to be all worth it. Okay, Aries? So, first week of the month, you got 8 of Wands. Right under that Knight of Swords. I do feel like something's going to be taking off, Aries. This is obviously Wands is fire energy. So you could be having to make a decision and putting some action behind something very quickly. Like I said, it could be an idea or a partnership. It could be where you are having to make some investment ideas where you don't maybe have a lot of time to actually make the decision. So research as much as you can. Because you don't want to go into something blindly. You want to do your due diligence, but you may not have, like, the offer is, it's for a certain time frame, and you have a deadline that you have to like decide yes or no. So first week of March, maybe into the second week, you probably do need to, understand that there could be something coming very quick and toward you, and that you're going to have to make a decision relatively soon. Second week, I never loved this card, but, it came under the Page of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. And this is under the Page of Pentacles, kind of under that, like, you might meet someone at work. What I'll tell you, Aries, don't shit where you eat is usually the recommendation that I always tell people, but, adults are adults. What I'm going to tell you, Aries, is that I would keep your personal and private business. I would not share it with anyone. If you meet someone at work, I would just be careful. The people maybe around you might be looking for your demise. Not necessarily this person, potentially. And again, this may not turn into a long-term relationship. Is what I'm just saying is that people might misconstrue or start rumors because they see something or they see you being flirty or vice versa. What I'm going to tell you is just, be professional. Don't give people any reason to talk about you. I would just say there could be people around you who are looking for any little thing to throw in your face, okay? So just be careful with this Seven of Swords energy because it is that really kind of conniving, underhanded type of behavior. Third week, right under that Eight of Pentacles, you got the Devil card. So, Aries, this, I think in the career zone, here's where I see you might struggle a little bit in this third week. You, Aries, you're very known for me, and I know, and you, and that's great, and you can be very headstrong, and that's not bad in certain situations. Aries, I would tell you that that whole student mentality, you're going to need to take a level of humbleness to understand that you don't know everything. And there could be somebody that comes in who is more of an expert, who has a lot more experience than you do, has more success in the area than you do, and be as open as possible to learn as much as you can. You might have this push and pull where you want to take control of something or you want to lead. And this is kind of that, or you become very obsessed with a certain outcome, Aries. I would just tell you this is asking you to do a little bit of inner work and figuring where that controlling type of energy is stemming from. This is asking you to do some self-reflection. The Devil energy can be kind of this obsessive, addicted kind of controlling behavior. And a lot of times, and also one thing, not to overwork yourself, because some of you Aries, for some of you, this can mean that you get so frustrated, maybe you don't see results right away, or you're overworking yourself to that you're using, substances to kind of stay awake. Energy drinks is something that came out, even though I know that's not illegal, but just be careful not to abuse anything. Take care of your body, your mind, body, and soul. What I'm going to tell you, the more self-reflection you do and seeing where things stem from, the better off you'll be. Because if you see yourself being triggered or notice that you have a behavior or pattern that you are drawn to take something or do something to help you keep going, to kind of keep you in that race and have that competitive edge, I would say that you need to do some self-work if that's what you notice, okay? Fourth week. You got the Ten of Pentacles. Fabulous energy. This is long-term success. This is like building for a generation, a legacy. You might be inheriting something too. Some of you Aries might be inheriting something. It's right under that Hanged Man. So what I'm going to tell you is keep your cards close to your chest this month. Don't run out and tell people what you're working on. Don't tell people. I would just say that people notice you anyway, Aries, and I think that this is not the month that you need to necessarily need to be in the spotlight, because you need to grind in silence, hustle in silence. Let your achievements and accolades and all of your success, which will come, speak for yourself. Okay, speak for itself is what I'm trying to say. A 10 is a completion, so whatever you're working on now has a lot of potential to grow into something pretty significant. But all I'm going to tell you is be very careful. Just keep it to yourself this month. That's what I'm feeling very strongly. Aries, have a wonderful month. Happy birthday to those of you. Your birthday is in March. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram. All that stuff's in the description box because I put up free videos there all the time, and then you'll get more insight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next month. Bye, guys.